Hello, my name is Mahmoud Mansour. I am speaking from Istanbul, from Fatih, from Findigzada. Today I want to speak about the agricultural investment for who want to try the investment in Turkey, especially for farms, animal farms, and for many different projects like this. So, my friends, in Turkey, there's two markets that you can enter or use if you want. If you think about the investments in Turkey, especially for animals or for farms, farming, for any projects to use at least lands or agricultural lands. So the bazaars or the markets in Turkey, it's between the Bosphorus, the east and the west market. What's the difference from or between these markets? The difference that it's Europe and Asia. So that means that the prices is different, the rules, the laws is different in the two markets. So if you enter to the market, you have to decide to know about the laws, about the rules that you have to go on and to use it for to can start your project. You have to ask and to know at least what's the lands that you can use by the law in Turkey for to use for your investment. Not every land you can use for your investment. Not every land you can use for your project. Because the lands in Turkey, agricultural lands, it's very different parts. Some lands you can use just for animals. Some lands you can join for especially for leaves, for walnuts, for plastic farming, for vegetables or fruits. There's very different areas that using for orchards. For example, Antalya, Mersin, and this area that's north, south, or close, all the areas that close to Antalya and Adana and Mersin, especially using for plastic farming. The best area for plastic farming in Turkey, because it's this area there is the hottest area in Turkey that can you use it for plastic farming, and their area there you can use fruits and vegetables that you cannot use or cannot successful to another in another areas in Turkey. Balıkesir, Muğla, Izmir, and all the areas that close to Izmir, to Balıkesir, to Muğla, Bursa. These areas, especially generally used for olives projects, for vegetables, fruits, walnuts, many different orchards projects. You can use for animals, but the animals it's a different market, different rules. Not it's the same project, not on the same laws. So if you want to work of your or are you planning to work on the agricultural investment for orchards, fruits, and vegetables, it is not very expensive. It's cheap that you can start your project and you plan your project by the farmer engineer. Then you put a project and starting building and working. If the projects will be registered and the table on your name, you have to finish the project in 2 years by the law in Turkey. If you register the project on your company name, it's not important. You have a long time to use it, to change, to do many things. If you use any different trees or vegetables in your land, you have to know that after you take the okay from the government that you're starting, you have to know there is the trees that you cannot finish, you cannot take off. You have to take the agreement from the government that you will change the trees. You cannot use any trees without agreement from the government. So you take the okay and you start the project. The animals, it's different in the two markets, because when you take the meat, when you buy the meat, when you use the meat, you cannot use it in the two bazaar or the two markets in the same way. That's me. In the west market, you take the animals, you import the animals, and you can use it from the same market in Turkey, the Turkish market. Let's say that there is 50 price that you can take from animals from out of Turkey, import animals from Turkey. You can use to some animals from Ahmet Bey, from Edirne, from Kırklareli, from Tekirdağ. It's not important. But in the East, you cannot take the same laws, because the East is different market. There is animals that using just in the market, just in Turkey. You cannot import the animals from the West the West market, just still in the same market. East market, still from the Bosphorus starting point and continue to the East area. This area working just for meats, that's in East market. West market, starting from Edirne to the Bosphorus. West market, you can import animals from out Turkey, you can use animals in Turkey, you can take from Turkey and from out of Turkey. So, animals in the West Bazaar, most expensive from the East. Prices is different. Everything is different. But in starting, if you want to start work in this environment, you have to know that your land, that you take it, that you buy it is a land for animals projects. Not all the agricultural lands, it's for animals projects. Agricultural lands in Turkey is different especially for vegetables. Some lands for fruits, some lands for animals projects, some lands for maybe different projects. It's changed. So you have to know that this land is for animals projects, and the land have to be on route, close to electrics, waters, that you can make your project for animals, you can make the farm. At least you have to buy for animals projects between 16 and 18 dunums acres. So this acres in your name that you can use, and maximum is 300 access that you can use for projects of animals. But by the company, if you have a company, at least you have to buy 10 to 11 or 12. It's different. One don't know, one else is from the area. So you starting from project, you make the project and starting your project there. In the project, you have to know, you have to put the building that's take 8 presses or 10 presses at least for duplex building, and all the points that you want to put for animals, the animals home, and for milks, and for different, if you have a sheep, if you want to make to cut the meats there, if you want for health room for the animals, for the cows, or different, if you want to use for sheep, or for you want to think for you want to use for cows, and you can change it by the project, by the engineer, or you can mix by cows and sheep in the same project. It is not difficult. Just by engineer you can add something that make some parts for sheep and some parts for cows. So Edirne Ahmet Bey is the biggest market for this project, especially animals project. This project have the market that you can use for all the areas of Turkey. The East market, it's cheaper than West market, but if you buy this meats or these animals, you will buy in cheap prices. This is the different thing. West markets, it's between Europe markets and Istanbul. So for animals environment, for agricultural environment, is the best market in Turkey. Because of that, I promise to everyone to work in West market. It's the best, it's easy, we can help you. If you need any information, you can call us by the WhatsApp there, by the YouTube. We can take you to visit their area. You can see the lands. You can ask about the laws. We can visit the engineers there. You can know all the informations. We don't promise to use the East market, because there is two problems. It's the prices, the laws. Maybe the government can help you something, tell you something for to can continue in the East market, but you cannot import animals from out of Turkey. You cannot import any kinds of animals that you can or you think or you're planning for to use after that in coming days and coming time. So in the future, if you have any project for animals investment, so I promise you to think about Edirne, about Kırklareli. My name is Mahmoud Mansour. I am in Istanbul. I have many projects in Edirne. You can visit us in every time you need. And I say to you goodbye. Salam alaikum.